Yo, yo, what is up? What is up, everybody? Nicole, what is up, girl? How are you? I'm here. Hello. All right. As you guys all know, I can't read everyone's names for whatever reason. This software does not give everyone's name. So, first rule, when you get here, say what's up to me, give me your name, give me the market you're in, give me your experience level. Newbie, experience, flipping a bunch of deals, whatever your experience level, let me know. Name, market you're in, and experience level. We are jumping into cold calling, what lists to use, and what scripts. And if you need a service, what service I use for cold calling. I'm going to be dropping all those bombs today right here on this training. What is up, everybody? Again, if you are just jumping on, make sure you give me your name, the market you're in, and your experience level. John McNeil, always out of Buffalo, doing your thing for the last 4 years. Jay Biz, what is up? Nicole, you are awesome. You're always here. Almost 11 years in Metro Detroit. Nicole, we just actually got a lead today, right now, through our PPC, like literally right before lunch, in Detroit. So maybe we figure out a way to get some deals done together, Nicole. Would love to do that. So yeah, let's roll on that. What is up? Cold calling seems to be a very popular discussion. A lot of people showing up today. El Paso's in the house. What is up, El Paso? We got Oklahoma City, Colleen Brown. That's still one of my favorite markets, doing a bunch of deals there, buying a bunch of rentals. Colleen, if you have any good rentals for me, would love to buy them. What's Gucci? Brandon here. I'm in Northeast Ohio. One flip, looking for the next. I love that. Eddie Means is in the house. In Spartanburg, South Kakalaki, you're a newbie. Right on, bro. Welcome. Tony Green, Baltimore. Been doing this for 5 years. I love that. We just wholesaled a condo out in Baltimore. Great market there. We got New York in the house. Don't know who that is. What's up? Your student in Las Vegas. Las Wages. What is happening? Hey, I'm Alonzo, wholesale newbie. North Carolina's in the house. Carlisle, what is up, dude? From South Jersey. Love that, Carlisle. Colleen, just sold one, Justin, but I needed to sell at full retail. All good. Love that. Well, guys, welcome again. If you are just joining, name, what market you're in, and your level of experience is super important, so I can make sure to answer questions when we're done. So let's jump into it, because I am a firm believer in cold calling, and I already know it's not everyone's thing. So I will give you systems through this training on how you don't have to be doing this. But what I want to talk about are who you should be cold calling. So your lists. I want to talk about what you should be saying to sellers. And then I want to talk about, if you are not willing to cold call yourself and or you want to scale your business, who I use and why I use them and how you can manage them. Okay. So first of all, let's jump into the lists for cold calling. First and foremost, I'll talk to the people who are likely trying to get their first deal. The very best list you could be doing is Virtually Driving for Dollars. Use PropStream. Put the addresses in PropStream under a folder called Virtually Driving for Dollars. Download that, skip trace with batch skip tracing, and start smiling and dialing, baby. That is the first and foremost list. So again, if you do not have PropStream yet, you need it. This is the one service I tell you have to need. Go to tsofdata.com. You will get a free 7 days, and you'll get a free 10,000 person download just for signing up. So go to tsofdata.com, use promo code TSOF to get the free week and to get the 10,000 person download. Okay. Software you must have that one software. It's really the only requirement I have for you guys, is to make sure you have that software. Okay. So you do Virtually Driving for Dollars. If you guys have not seen the training yet, just simply go over to YouTube, go to Virtually Driving for Dollars. I literally just did this training live for you guys last week. And so I want you to either try to find it in the Facebook group or go to YouTube and make sure to watch that, because it was live on YouTube. So go YouTube, Virtually Driving for Dollars, or D4D. You'll watch my training and you'll know exactly how to do this, right? So that is the number one list. In fact, for those of you looking to scale your business or maybe take it from 1 to 2 deals a month to, 1 deal a week, this list is it, right? It is going to be a list that is unique to you because you are the one finding the properties that are run down, that have a bunch of maintenance deferred issues, and you're going to be calling them. The best way to do that is skip trace them through batch skip tracing, right? So if you go to tsofbatch.com, tsofbatch.com, use promo code TSOF, that will give you 4 cents off, right? 4 cents off your skip tracing. Use promo code TSOF, and then you call them. And how I would do this is, again, if you watched the training I did last week, go to youtube.com/Justin Colby, subscribe to my channel, go watch this training. You will do 200 properties virtually driving for dollars in PropStream. Get a list of 200. You download it and you skip trace it through batch skip tracing, and then you smile and dial. Okay, you smile and dial. And there's my baby and my wife. So that is the first list you should be going after, with regardless of you being a brand newbie and needing your first deal, or if you're trying to do multiple deals per week. That list is invaluable. You will have huge profit spreads. You just need to do that. Now, second list I highly advise for you to be cold calling will be the absentee list. So again, I use PropStream, tsofdata.com, use promo code TSOF. Go in there and filter out the absentees, which in PropStream, you're able to just say, not owner occupied, say no, and then fill out the rest of the data. Do you want single family homes? Do you want condos? Do you want townhomes? How many years of ownership do you want them to have? For an absentee ownership, I don't really care, right? If they bought the home last year, they might be willing to sell today, right? So absentee homeowners at a certain price point, right? So I always try to stay under a $300,000 estimated value through PropStream price point, $300,000 and less. The reason why I focus on that is because you can rent those properties really well. You can also wholesale them. You can also flip them. Okay. I have all 3 strategies, right? And in large part, they can still be even good Airbnbs. I actually just did a podcast about when you should Airbnb or long-term rental. So make sure to check that out as well. But I focus, that is the number 2 list, absentee homeowners in PropStream. And the best way to do that is just to click here. In fact, what I will do for you guys to make this a real official training, I will share my screen going over the PropStream right now. Log in. Okay. I got to share my screen. That might actually help you guys. All right. All right, so I'm just going to do Phoenix, or we could do Tulsa. That's fine. Oh, Tulsa. And so the best way to find absentee homeowners, I literally just pulled this in Tulsa because I'm cold calling Tulsa. This is perfect, right? So I literally just pulled this list in Tulsa. I'll show you real quick. I literally just pulled Tulsa absentee list, 22,000 people I pulled yesterday. I skip traced it with batch skip tracing, and I brought it over. I'm literally doing exactly what I'm teaching you guys, right? And then I brought it to my cold calling company, and they are calling it. So Tulsa County, you go into filter, you go into owner occupied, you say no. That now is absentees. So if that was my only requirement and I put nothing else in, I would close this, and you have 110,000 absentee homeowners, right, in Tulsa County, Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's a lot. Okay, so you don't need to have that much. Maybe you go and click a couple filters, right? So let's just say it could be occupied or whatever, or vacant. Let's just focus on single family homes. Let's scale it down a little bit. Go to single family homes. Boom. Okay. Thank you. And then let's, for me, that's pretty much what I want from here. And then let's talk about the owner's info. How many years of ownership? Let's just say a minimum of 2 years. We can do that. And then to make skip tracing work as good as you can, to make it the most effective, it's a lot easier, more accurate, I should say, to find people. So let's go here. Let's go to owner type and let's click individual. So just that alone went from 110,000 to 20,000 people. Just those 3 filters. Now, that's still a lot for most of you, but maybe like myself, you're looking at actually having a service call for you. Here's probably the easiest thing I can do for you guys. If you want to talk with the company I use for my cold calling, put it in the comments wherever you're watching this, okay? I will send you their link, whatever it is, right, or form, because I know they make everyone fill out a form before they talk to them. So if you're interested in talking to the company that I personally work with that does my cold calling, then in the comments, simply say, I'm interested. That's all you have to say. And then I will send you their webpage or their form. I'll call them and say, what do you want me to send these guys? And so again, say I'm interested. And if you're looking to hire a company to do the cold calling for you. Now, they're not free. They're not terribly expensive, but there's an investment you're going to have to make, right? So REI Leads USA is the company. I'll get you their link or their form or whatever they tell me I should send to you guys. I will send to you guys. REI Leads USA, and they are awesome. The reason why I love them so much is they are bilingual. They're English and Spanish speakers, right? They're out of Mexico. So they do really, really well for me here in Phoenix. They also do really well for me in Oklahoma and, other markets that we will use them in. So again, all you have to do is say, I'm interested in the comments. I'll make sure to send you the stuff. But if you're looking, see, like a list of 20,000 for them, that's small. They'll be able to go through that in like 60 days, right? But if you're an individual and you're going to be doing this yourself, then you might want to make a couple more filters, right? And so maybe you want to go in valuation and say the estimated value, I want no more than 200,000. Good rental, good flip. So now that might bring it down to 17,000. So I didn't bring it down very far, right? And then maybe you just want to filter out a couple, right? And so you can actually just do filter. And then you can do 1 to 200, right? You don't need to download all 17,000. And then you can smile and dial, right? But that's how you find absentee homeowners. What I will say is, I would highly encourage, if you have a budget at all, to talk to this company, because I promise you, no one loves cold calling. I don't love it. I'm good at it, by the way. I'm very good at cold calling. I don't love it, okay? And so if you have a budget, I would encourage you to hire them to do that, because they will do the dirty work. They will get hung up on, they'll hear the FUs, and then they're also going to find the people that are interested in selling in the next 12 months, right? So those are to get back to the list, again, if you're interested in talking to the company that I use for cold calling, simply put, I'm interested right here in the chat, regardless of where you're at. I will get you their information. Cool. That's all you have to do. Okay. So we've done 2 lists. The virtually driving for dollars. Go to my YouTube channel, watch the replay video. It's right there. Okay. And then absentee homeowners. As you can see in Tulsa County, there was 22,000 people absentee in Tulsa. That's a lot, right? So I don't need to do more lists than that. And quite honestly, even if you're using a service like the service I use, REI Leads USA, I can go to different markets. I can open up my spectrum in terms of, maybe I do owner occupied too. Maybe I do townhomes and condos, not just single family homes. So that's just one list. But again, it's a lot. So those are the 2 main lists I would tell you should be cold calling. Now that we have the list down, and I've already told you I use a company, REI Leads USA, I'll give you their info, put interested right here in the comments. Cool. And then I'll give you whatever they want, their website or their application or whatever they tell me to give you. I will give it to you. Now let's talk about what you say to these individuals. I had a great question from one of my elite coaching students today about like targeting. He specifically is going to be targeting like going to foreclosure. Like the homes are going to be going to foreclosure in the next 30 days, right? So he's really big on data. He does all this research. He really dives in. And so he's finding these people who are literally going to lose their home in 30 days to auction. And he calls them. So what he asked me, which is a good question, because I'm sure you guys are curious, is what do I say to them? Because he's like, I don't really want to piss them off and bring up the fact that they're about to lose their home. So what should I say? And here's the answer for cold calling. The script is always the same. It's always the same. Here it is. Ready? Hi, Mr. Seller. My name is Justin Colby. Just want to make sure I'm talking. You do own 123 Main Street, right? Awesome. I'm actually calling you today. I know it's out of the blue, and some of your neighbors, because I'm looking to buy an investment property in the neighborhood. So I bought a list from a data provider to just see if any of the neighbors, including yourself, would be interested in selling their home. And if not, that's okay. But thought I'd give a call because I'm looking to buy in the neighborhood. That's it. I don't care what circumstance they are. I don't care if you did some driving for dollars and the home looks like it needs to be torn down. It's in terrible condition. Don't bring that up. I don't care if you're calling like my student is calling, about to go to auction. Don't bring that up. I want you to say the same thing every single time. And that is, and quite honestly, the company I use, I actually gave them my script, guys. So if you use that company, they have my script. So you don't have to worry about whether they're saying the right thing or not, because I told them, hey, you're going to use my damn script, right? So they are. And so you don't poke the bear. So if the sellers are having a hurdle, they're going through a divorce, they're going through probate, whatever, you don't bring that up. Again, I'll say it again. Hey, is this Mr. Seller? Hey, Mr. Seller, my name is Justin Colby. I'm actually calling. I'm a local investor looking to buy a home in the neighborhood. You do still own 123 Main Street, correct? Awesome. Well, I'm calling because I'm looking to buy an investment property in the neighborhood and just calling the neighbors to see if anyone is interested in selling. And if not, that's okay. But wanted to see if you've given it any thought. That's it. And then they say, well, yeah, I was thinking about selling next year. Okay, great. Why next year? And then you go down the path of asking questions, right? And trying to find motivation. Now, this isn't just about the script, because the script, I can get you guys the script. In fact, if you're not a part of the insider has the script in it. But, what I would tell you is that the outgoing first part of the script is the same every time. Now, if they answer differently, that's where the script can take different shapes and you might have to think on your toes a little bit, right? But they're usually going to either say, well, I've been thinking about selling. They're going to be, irritated and say, what's your offer, right? Because everyone's calling them. Or they're going to say, no, I'm not interested in selling at all. And they hang up on you, right? So those are three of the main things that are going to happen. And then from there, you just try to figure out what their motivation is, right? Are you moving because you have to? Are you moving because you want to? What does this mean to you and your family? Those type of things. That's what you're trying to do to find out motivation, and then obviously negotiating behind that. But these are the two lists that I want you to do: driving for dollars, absentee. The company, say I'm interested, I'll send you the company. What do you say? Exactly what I told you. I'll say it one last time. Hey, Mr. Seller, my name is Justin Colby. I'm actually calling a little bit out of the blue. Sorry about that. Looking to buy a home in your neighborhood as an investment. Curious to know if you've given it any thought of selling. Then shut up. And that is it, right? And then you can take the script and you continue to ask questions, typically about motivation, or they might hang up on you, or they might be irritated and pissed off that all these investors are calling them. They might say, yeah, well, what's your offer? And then you might want to say, hey, okay, I got it. I haven't done a lot of research. I was just seeing if you were interested, and it doesn't actually sound like it is based around your response. You're not very interested, are you? No, I got 20 million calls a day. Okay, great. Move on to the next, right? So that is this training. That's how simple this is. If you are not cold calling, you need to. Even if you don't have a big marketing budget, virtually drive for dollars, pull the list, put it in PropStream, TSOF data. Every promo code ever is TSOF. They will always give you discounts. Remember that. I know you guys are tired of hearing me say it. TSOF for PropStream, TSOF for batch skip tracing. Everybody is TSOF. And call on your phone. You don't need to hire anybody. Call on your phone if you don't have a marketing budget. You need to be calling because you can talk to people, as my good friend Brent talks about. Talk to people, right? Mr. TTP himself. So that's the training, guys. This is it. You have to be doing this. PropStream is free for 7 days. Driving for dollars virtually on Google Maps is free. This does not cost a lot of money. I'm going to give you the promo code TSOF for batch skip tracing. It'll give you 4 cents off of skip tracing. This is what you need to be doing. No matter the level of experience, newbies or veterans, you need to be doing this. I do it in multiple states. And hopefully this helped you guys. So if you're interested, again, just type interested in the comments below, no matter the platform. I will send you information about the company I use, REI Leads USA. I'll ask them what they want me to send you guys, and they'll tell me. So any questions? Colleen Brown, wholesaling to a retail buyer, basically. You're very welcome, Colleen. You're very welcome, Nicole. Any questions before we wrap it up? Happy to answer some questions. Boogie is interested. I got a lot of interesteds. Again, if you're interested in me connecting you with the company I use for cold calling, make sure you put I am interested below. Excellent. Thank you, Justin. Very awesome. Interested. Okay, good. Happy to help, guys. Happy to help. They're really good. They're bilingual. They're who I use. And if it's good enough for me, it's absolutely good enough for you. Colleen just sold one. This is awesome. Who do you use for phone services in different markets? Well, so I use this company. I'm not certain who asked me that, but I use this company. And so phone services in general, like if I need new phone numbers, I use CallRail, if that's answering your question. But the company I use is who makes the actual calls in all of the markets that I have them in. I have them in Oklahoma. I have them in Phoenix. Always great info by Jay. Appreciate you, man. I've been cold calling like no one's business. 1,067 people a month. Any suggestions? Daniel, I would tell you, if you can invest a little bit of money, this company might be worth it. And you'll be calling 1,000 people a day, 2,000 people a day, 3,000 people a day. So if you have a little bit of budget, I would tell you to go to this company and I'll give you the information. Any suggestions, Daniel? I mean, I just gave you a 20-minute training on the list you should use, what you should be saying if you're going to be doing it yourself. Does the company you use for cold calling simply just qualify a lead, or do they also make offers? They do not make offers. In fact, I would never allow them to make offers even if they did. Great question. But I want my team to be doing that, or I want to be doing it myself if you're a solopreneur. Daniel, it's all good, dude. I would tell you, if you have a little bit of budget, I think they have a plan for like 1,000 calls a day. It's not very expensive at all. I want to say it's like, I don't even know. I don't know because I don't use that plan. But I would tell you, you might want to talk to them. Will PropStream ever offer skip tracing? They do offer skip tracing. It is not as good as batch skip tracing. PropStream skip tracing is not as good. Batch skip tracing is better. I would use TSOF to get a discount. Gail from Ventura. To avoid the investor apprehension, hey seller, my wife and I are looking to buy a house on the area to fix it up and make ours as our first house. I really like yours and was wondering if you were looking to sell at all. Initiate emotional investment with them and show them common person connection. I love it. I don't know your name, but great suggestion. 100%. If that works, 100%, I love that. Carlisle, right on. Solid, Mick. Raphael, what are the top 3 lists to cold call? Raphael, watch this. Go back to the beginning and watch it. You may have shown up a little late, brother. But virtually driving for dollars is your number 1. Absentee is your number 2. And I show you how and where to get those lists, my friend. Right on, right on. All right, well, I will do my best to reach out to you guys quickly about this company. I'm going to call them first and say, hey, what should I send these individuals about your services? They will tell me. I will send it to you. So again, if you're interested in the cold calling company I use, just put interested, and I'll get you whatever link they tell me to send you. I will get it to you. I appreciate you all. Hopefully this helped. And by the way, I'm going to go live again this Saturday for y'all. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm only doing it on YouTube. This Saturday, another free training for you. I'll holler. YouTube.com/Justin Colby. Later.